is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense for the Dolphins, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Packers at 10-2 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going out to the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Complete once again to Watson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Coates, and he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a give right side. Coat. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, Winston. Going deep this time for Miller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Coates, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try the left side. Coates. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now a handoff up the middle. Coates, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Watch out for Hill on the return. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Up the middle they go. Coat, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Clements, he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jameis to throw it. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Right back to him on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. And this one caught by Coates. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. First down, Coates, and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
And And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run on first down. Coat, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On second down now, Coates, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Coat, and he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 32 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And
ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Winston. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this returnable for Hill. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle they go. It's Sullivan. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a give, right side. Coates, and he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the gun. Winston. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a handoff up the middle. Clements, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Winston now to throw on first down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll go with a keeper, and he's going to have a Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you think they'd be running the football, they're still...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they think about it. Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 36, Winston. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Desperation time. Winston on fourth down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Now on second and 13. Winston. Over the middle here to Coates. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Coat. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 67 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Up the middle they go. Coates. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football.
Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Clements. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake, for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. What an atmosphere this was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Packers,